Good morning, my dear children. I am going to take your history class in place of Shukriti ma'am. When she'll come back again, then she is going to take your history class again. So the chapter which I am going to teach is the great preachers. You are having this chapter for your first term. So all of you open your book to page number 51. All of you, my dear children, open your book to page number 51. So it's the great preachers. So towards the end of the later Vedic period, the society underwent many changes. The caste system grew rigid. The Brahmanas became the most important class in the society. The Shudras, on the other hand, were treated very badly. They were not allowed to enter temples or draw water from a common well. Religion became complex, expensive, and difficult to practice. Elaborate rituals and animal sacrifices were performed for every occasion. This caused financial hardships to the common people. The language used for rituals and sacrifices was Sanskrit, which the common people could not understand. Some people became dissatisfied with such conditions. They believed that leading a truthful life was more important than performing rituals and sacrifices. Gautama Buddha and Vardhamana Mahavira were two such thinkers. They started reform movements to get rid of the evil practices prevalent and in then society. Their teachings gave rise to Buddhism and Jainism. So, what is this chapter talking about? The preachers. Now, why the thinkers? They are the thinkers who used to think something else than the normal people, something beyond which the normal people thinks. So, at that time, if we go back to the history, we see that at the later Vedic period, what happened at the later Vedic period? The society underwent many changes. So many changes were there. Discriminations were there. So these are the things which were there. So the Brahmanas, the caste system at that time became so rigid that the people who belonged to the lower caste, they became so much tired of this caste system and they wanted to get rid of this. And the Brahmanas who held the Kshatriyas and the Brahmanas who held the high position in the society, okay, they used to treat this lower caste people very badly. Okay, then the religion became very complex also. Why the religion became complex? Why it's coming in your mind? Why? What is the reason why the religion is becoming complex? The rich people used to give rituals, then sacrifices, then gifts to the Brahmanas, to the priest, and they got so much satisfied with that they, even the people who belong to the lower class, the Shudras, they were not even allowed to enter the temple, you know. So they felt very bad from the heart also. So they were very badly treated as the ill elements of the society. They were just given the very bad position. Whatever wrong is going on, they were blamed for that. So they couldn't, the water, the most important factor is water, which makes a life sustain. That water drinking, so they couldn't even drink water from the common wells. They couldn't take water from the common wells. Okay, so they were treated as untouchables. So do you think, my children, people should be treated like this? Nowadays we face this type of problems. No, we treat all the people. Caste system, what is that? All the people, they are the gift of God, all are same. So at that time, so when this thing happens, then people tries to get rid of all these rituals of the society, all this rigidity of the society, and they try to come out. So, and all the people, they may think of it, but the real thinkers who think of it, who try to reform means change these practices and go to a new religion. At that time, Hinduism was becoming rigid very, very badly, and the people were treated very badly. So they wanted to come out of this religion and adopt a new religion which would make their life comfortable and prestigious, so they could survive with prestige. Okay, for that reason, the two thinkers we are talking about this chapter, one is Gautama Buddha and other is Mahavira. So these were the two thinkers. One was the reformer who started the movement of Buddhism, and others started the movement of Jainism. They were the persons who were the founder of these two religions. One is the Jainism and other is the Buddhism. Now we are going to start study about Buddhism. early life, Gautama Buddha was a Kshatriya prince. Okay, he belonged to a royal family. He was born as Siddhartha in 563 BCE at Lumbini. He got married and had a son. You know what is the name of his son? Rahul. According to a legend, Siddhartha saw four sights which changed his outlook towards life: an old man, a sick man, a dead body, and an ascetic. The first three sights made Siddhartha realize that the world is full of suffering. The fourth sight of the ascetic, who seemed unaffected by the pain around him, made Siddhartha realize that there were a way to end one's suffering. He left his home and became an ascetic. Siddhartha wandered for 6 years. One day he sat under a peepal tree in Gaya and began to meditate. On the 49th day, he attained supreme knowledge. He had found the answer to the problems of life. He thus became Buddha, the enlightened one. The peepal tree under which he had attained supreme knowledge became the tree of wisdom, or Bodhi Vriksha. The Buddha then went to the deer park at Sarnath near Varanasi, where he delivered his first sermon. It is known as the Dharma Chakra Pravartana, setting in motion of the wheel of Dharma. He wandered from place to place preaching his message. In 483 BCE, at the age of 80, the Buddha passed away at Kushinagar in Uttar Pradesh. So, what is this Buddhism about? Who is this Buddha? This Buddha, Lord Buddha, in fact is Lord Buddha. So he belonged to a royal family. He belonged from a Kshatriya family, a royal family, and what? He was married at a very small age, and he had a son also whose name is Rahul. And so I think so you know this story, my dear children. So some predictions were made when Siddhartha took birth that he may turn to an ascetic and leave the royal family and go out as a saint. These predictions were made, and keeping this in mind, his father just wanted him to stay within the royal palace, and he was not allowed to go out of the palace, because the sufferings of the people, the real world, if it comes to in front of his eyes, then he would change his mind and he would go away. For that reason, he was bound to stay in that royal palace. Okay, all the luxuries, all the comforts of life were given to him. But the thing is that one day he went out with his chariot. He went out with his chariot to roam about the whole kingdom which belonged to his father. He wanted just to go over there, and over there he saw four sights. Those four sights totally changed his mind, and he turned from Siddhartha to Lord Buddha. Now this journey, what happened? First he saw dead body, First he saw an old man, a sick man, a dead body, and a saint. So on seeing the old body, he had never seen this old body, that what happens when a person becomes old, the sufferings, the pain which the person gets. So it was unknown to him. But when he saw that person, he became so much worried that this can happen to a person. Then he saw a dead man, a sick man. When he saw the sick man, that he's having a lot of sufferings as he's sick, he thought that how can this happen? How a man is suffering? He's having so much suffering because he's ill. And then he saw the old man, and he saw the dead body. That this happens. This is the ultimate truth, that a person who is coming to the earth, who is taking birth, will die one day. Okay? And then after that, so all these scenes, all these things which he's seeing, is he felt very upset. Okay, that this happens to us, to the human beings. Then, and when he saw a saint, that he was having a very calm and peaceful appearance on his face. On seeing that, now Siddhartha was thinking that how can this happen? How is this person so happy? He's not having any feelings for those people. Why he's so happy? Now on seeing this, he thought that why not I change my life like this person and become a saint like him. and I want to know the truth. Why this circle goes on? Why a person takes birth? Why so much sufferings are there in the world? Why this happens? So all this thinking and all this made him change his mind from a royal family, from a royal prince to a saint. Okay, and his journey, you will read through the book that his journey, how he meditated for 49 days, and after that he attained the ultimate knowledge, that is the truth. Okay, and after that he gave his first sermon, first speech. Okay, and after that he spread his Buddhism to many parts. That the religion is known as Buddhism because he was known as Lord Buddha. Under the people tree he attained the knowledge, the gain of knowledge, and so he was called Buddha. Okay, he was called Buddha, means who attained the knowledge. Okay, that is Buddha, who gained the knowledge, the universal knowledge, the universal truth that he gained. He got extra power. For that he was known as Buddha. And like this, he used to roam from one place to other place just to make the people know about this religion, okay, this Buddhism. And in 483 BC, at the age of 80, Lord Buddha passed away, okay, at Kushinagar in Uttar Pradesh. So these are the things which is about Lord Buddha. Now what is teaching, sir? Why he was known as Lord Buddha? He gave some teachings to us. Now for that reason we remember him. So for that reason the religion is going on. So the main principles of Buddhism are contained in the Four Noble Truths or the Eightfold Path. So what are the Four Noble Truths? It is also known as the Eightfold Path. And what are the Four Noble Truths? Just see. The world is full of sufferings. Of course, the four scenes which you saw, the four sides. One was the world is full of sufferings. Desires cause sufferings. Now, desire means if you want something and if you don't achieve that thing, that makes you feel. Suppose I want that phone. It's a very nice cell phone. I want that. And when you can't have the phone with you, then you feel very much depressed. That why my friends are having this, I can't have this. So that is the desire. That is the greed. That makes you suffer, and when you don't get that, it makes you suffer. Only the people who are saint, who are ascetics, they are not having any desires in their life, so they are very happy. Sufferings can end by overcoming one's desire. So, and you can overcome this suffering if you can have the control over your greed. If you can have the control over your greed, then you can have the control over the desires also, and you will be happy also. To end desires, we must follow the Eightfold Path. Now, what are the Eightfold Path? Just see. Right thought, right belief, right speech, right action, right means of livelihood, right effort, right memory, right meditation. So these are the 8 things which are there in the Eightfold Path. You should learn this, okay, by heart. The Buddha believed that Eightfold Path led a person to the middle path, that is balanced life or the life of moderation. Neither to have greed for something, to eat a lot, okay, then to take a lot of comfort in life. So lead your life in a moderate way, okay. He said that the person should neither live in great luxury nor should be give up everything and suffer. Such balance in life would help the individual to attain moksha or nirvana. Moksha means to get rid of the cycle of birth and of life and birth, okay, of birth and death. I'm very sorry, birth and death. So the Buddha did not approve of rituals and animal sacrifices. He laid stress on ahimsa or non-injury to all living things. All living things, they are having life, my dear. So religions means you are killing some animals who are innocent, okay, that is not right, okay. So ahimsa, his main thing is ahimsa. His teaching is ahimsa, that do not kill the animals because they are having life. So God never wants the blood of any of his children. Even the animals, they are also the children of God. So God never wants blood of anyone, okay. It is for the human, it is the human intention for their own desires, to fill their desires by taking the name of God. They are doing all this rubbish. And Lord Buddha hated all these things, and he believed in ahimsa. Buddha believed that our actions determine the kind of life we would lead. good deeds are rewarded and evil deeds are punished. The Buddha opposed the caste system and preached equality of all human beings. He attracted a large number of Sudras to Buddhism. So I told you the people who belong to the lower caste, they got rid of their religion, and they wanted to have prestige in where they are living. For that reason, they were attracted towards Buddhism. Religious text. The Buddhist sacred texts were known as Tripitakas. Okay, written in Pali, and the language is for all the people, common people. Sanskrit is very difficult language, but Pali is very easy, so all the people could follow it. The Tripitakas contain the teachings of Buddha. The Jataka tales are stories about the previous births of Buddha. They form an important part of Buddhist literature. Jataka tales, I think so, all of my children, you have learned it. You have read the stories. It's all about the past life of Lord Buddha. Now, sects. The 1st century BC, Buddhism split into two sects. One is the Hinayana and one is the Mahayana. So what are the two sects? One is the Hinayana and one is the Mahayana. Means the two divisions of Buddhism. The followers of Hinayana Buddhism respect Buddha as the preacher. The followers of Mahayana Buddhism worship Buddha as God. So one is treating him as a preacher and one is treating him as God. Now, spread. There were many causes for the spread of Buddhism. They were as follows. Simplicity. So the language is very simple, and the religion, it was very simple. No rituals, no sacrifices, not an elaborate one, nothing. Language. The language is Pali. It's a very easy language. So all the people could speak in this language, and they could read and learn, okay, what was written about the religion. Then, rejections of the caste system. So here, no caste system is there in Buddhism. All the people were equal. Sangha. The Sangha was established by the Buddha. The main duty was to preserve and spread the teachings of Buddha. Royal patronage. Buddhism was patronized for many rulers of that period. Later, Buddhism spread to Central Asia, China, Japan, Tibet, Sri Lanka, Nepal, and many other countries in Southeast Asia. So, in royal patronage, some kings also, like King Ashoka. Okay? One of the most important King Ashoka, he also turned himself to Buddhism. So, when the royal patronage religion is getting, that religion will spread automatically, okay? And that was Buddhism. Now, decline. Now, why did Buddhism decline? Why did it come to an end? Let's see. Some of the factors that were responsible for the decline of Buddhism were as follows. Loss of royal patronage. So, after Ashoka, some kings did not support the religion. Shankaracharya's reform movement that enabled Hinduism to gain its earlier position, and the split in Buddhism. Shankaracharya was a reformer of Hinduism. So all this rigidity in the Hinduism, was changed, was reformed by Shankaracharya. So the people turned back to Hinduism again. And then the split in Buddhism. And Buddhism, I told, they were split into two sects, and one didn't have their ideas matching with the other. For that reason, what happened? There was a decline. Now, Jainism. Vardhamana Mahavira was the greatest saint of Jainism. So, children, do I think so? I will teach this in other day. Okay, so till here you do the lesson very nicely, and listen, my dear children, you read from inside the chapter very nicely. In your examination, I will give the short questions, okay, to you, okay, not the lengthy ones, okay, short questions I will give it to you. It's easier for you, you can do it very easily, okay. So read from where I have stopped, okay. From Jainism I'll start on the next day and I'll complete the lesson. I'm clear to you all? So next day, Jainism. Thank you. Bye.